We'll see the countdown.
I also just realized I don't have anyone. Oh, okay, that's neat.
5, 4, 1.
Welcome to Laughfinder.
Not yet. Not yet. Go live on this. What don't you have, Ben?
Intro for anyone except for
That's
Brian.
fine.
I've got Brian's and Aaron's intro.
If only I'd asked you to just get me that sound a couple weeks ago.
What's that? No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I swear to God, I sent you a
Did you really?
In an Instagram, and it's that, I'm sure you've heard it, where it's like, can I get out?
Yes.
And
Yes. He made his whole character off of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Ben, you need to find me some.
Remember this?
Find me some hard-boiled detective music, like some old 1920s detective.
Like Dragnet?
Yeah. That's what my character is going to be all like. Now listen here, fella.
We'll just get you the intro to Lethal. No, not Lethal Weapon. What is it? Naked Gun.
Naked Gun, or yeah, that's perfect actually.
Yeah, Naked Gun. Yeah. Police Squad.
Yeah.
Police
Yeah.
Squad. Yeah.
Hey Benjamin, do you have a Spotify account?
Probably.
Okay.
Hi guys, we're just talking shop here.
Oh, is this on?
I haven't
Yeah,
taken
I
notes
know.
on any of this. though.
Excellent.
I just want
So
that
this
to
is
be-
different than Facebook Live, this new social
No.
live streaming service.
We were going to add a third service called Twitch, which is a gaming platform. Where
Hello,
people go and watch
Twitchies.
people.
Well,
It's
calm
me,
down, Aaron.
Uncle Aaron, on your
Oh,
new
we're
social
not on-
networking platform.
Whoa.
We're not
How
on
you
Twitch.
doing, kids?
We're not on Twitch.
What's up, hip dude?
Hello,
What's up,
fellow
you dick
teens.
Twitters?
Oh, we have to have fun names though if we're gonna do Twitch.
Oh yeah. What's your Twitch name, Brian?
Mine was literally just Brian Preston, which I think didn't.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, people.
What was
don't-
your-
Guess
what's
I'll
yours,
have to
Ben?
choose another one
It's
then.
You're
Cheese
elevated,
Ben.
right?
It was
Cheese Ben?
elevated, but then I had to spell it. It got old.
Oh,
I bet
okay.
nobody's taken Twitchy, right? Huh?
Hey, I'm Twitcher 4001.
How about Twitch Finder? That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that's not
Or
bad.
Fine Twitcher.
I'm
When I hear Twitch, it just makes me feel like the beginning. Whenever I watch one of those She-Hulk filters on Instagram,
I haven't seen those yet.
oh, you haven't? God damn! They can turn a 2 into an 11. They are fucking. God, man.
There
Look,
goes Tommy talking about She-Hawk again.
She-Hulk.
What is this bird called She-Hawk that you keep talking about?
Tommy's jerking off to Lady Bird.
Yeah.
Is this just like the chicken lady from Kids in the Hall?
Lady Bird Johnson.
Oh, now it's getting put on me that I couldn't figure. Alexander Rigel said, couldn't figure out Twitch. Tommy,
Thank you,
you're such an
Alex.
old piece of shit.
Yeah.
I asked you guys
This is
2
on
weeks
Tommy.
ago.
If we're being honest right now, Alex.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. If Tommy had just given us the proper time and asked for help, we probably would have done that. I mean,
We would have taken time out of
Two
our
weeks.
days.
We're on the Sega channel.
Oh, and he also said, Dorian, you are a She-Hulk filter. Has anybody in chat, have you guys seen... Well, let's get the fucking show started. All right.
Welcome to Laughfinder.
Yeah.
No, in 3.
Guys,
Season
Ashley didn't
6,
say it.
7.
Ashley didn't say it.
I don't even know if Ashley's still connected.
Ashley didn't say it.
I've not seen any video. Are you there, Ash?
Ashley?
Yes.
I see her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like talking to someone overseas in Europe, though. You have to wait 3 seconds before she answers. So. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you go ahead. Oh, you were going to say something? I'm
hey,
listening
guys,
now.
Welcome to season 7. Season 7. Ben said in a couple weeks we would have been doing this for 6 years. 6
Amazing.
years. 7 seasons over 6 years.
It feels
Still
like
waiting to beat season 3. But this season, every year we try to add something new. And season 3 maybe we did too much because there was a lot of fucking work. And then season 4, we had the video set up. And then season 5, we what the fuck? I think we had that's
the
when
pandemic.
COVID started.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pandemic
We
started.
went all online.
So we had to struggle trying to get that online. Season 4 was entirely online.
I'll bite. What is this pandemic you're
season
talking
6.
about?
Hunter Biden.
Now,
Solo
You've
left.
heard of the media.
this season 7, we were but maybe we will. Maybe next episode, because as Dorian said, this is a pre-cum episode. This is a simple.
Yes, that is exactly how I put it.
Yeah.
You're not
Graham
allowed to
described
bust
it
it.
as the salty beginning.
Yeah,
Think
yeah,
of it
yeah.
as
So-
think of this as jerk off instructions. You don't get to come until episode 2.
Ooh, you gotta fucking maintain a boner for a week.
Yeah, baby.
Maybe longer if I forget to upload an episode. So
Make sure you have lots of pictures of She-Hulk around.
God damn it.
She-Hulk. How do you keep saying it wrong?
It's now there is
Listen
a lady
to the way
Hulk.
Tommy says She-Hulk. The
She-Hulk.
longest time, I was like, what is he talking about?
She-Hulk.
Say it.
Hulk. She-Hulk.
Hulk. The Incredible Hulk. She-Hulk.
Okay, yeah, all right, now I
That
get it.
sounds
All right,
like
I get it
you're
now,
trying
Aaron.
to
I'm
call
like,
someone.
well, who is this She-Hulk he keeps talking
Okay, all
about?
right, I get it now.
Okay. Oh, I forget. I'm an idiot. I don't talk so good. Matter of fact, this weekend, which I'm Tommy Simbazo, you're going to find out what I'm playing. But this season, we are also adding guests back into the fray. Our stand-in whenever we're too lazy to get a guest, or and I hate that she is our go-to, our ringer. Okay, she's the best possible person that we could find to plug this hole. She is the human tampon of our menstrual podcast. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Football, you know what we'd call it? If you were on the Patriots, we'd call you the utility back. You might be the backup quarterback. We might put you at wide receiver. We might need you to block a giant offensive lineman next play. But something like that is what I'd call you a jack off all traits. That's what
Or a Jill of all trades.
There
Ladies
you
and
go.
gentlemen, give it up for the one, the only Miss Ashley Pontius. Now, Ashley, are you pet sitting right now?
I am always.
There is a bit of lag.
Oh, wait,
but
please, go ahead. Oh, no, you were going to say something, Ashley?
It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine.
what kind of
Everyone's gonna love
animals
it.
are you watching right now? Are there gerbils there, or are they standard dog cats?
It is a dog. It is
Oh,
one
okay.
dog.
What is this dog's name?
And the fast food breakfast place that gives you.
That's the name of the dog,
Oh.
Lester, the fast food breakfast place. Diarrhea.
It's clunky.
Is there? Can you
But
just
he's-
call him
he's
Lenny?
cutie.
Man, I would just call that dog Lester.
Well, they didn't want to get confused with Lester, the child molester. So, the other famous
Duncan is a
Lesters.
very sweet dog.
Who the fuck is Duncan?
Oh, okay.
Why would you call Lester the child molesting breakfast diarrhea dog? Why would you call that? Wait, what's happening? I might have COVID.
Again?
We keep it going, baby. Woo.
You're
but
in the
so-
lead, I think, Tommy, for who's had it the most times. Or maybe Eric.
Hey, Lou's not feeling good. She has a fever upstairs.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So I'm gonna get her. If she's not feeling better tomorrow, I'm gonna get her a COVID test.
Oh, man.
And then Lou's gonna fuck up my birthday weekend.
So wait a minute. You walk to cure cancer, but you all get COVID?
Yeah, that was the prize.
Ooh.
Oh,
Which,
man.
by the way, I went and did a 5K. I
COVID for
walked it.
cancer. I like that.
I walked a 5K, which they brought their children. Her family brought their children, and after 1K, the 6-year-olds were like, "I don't want to walk anymore," and so
Yeah.
I had to carry a 6-year-old on my shoulders
What?
for 4K.
Fuck yeah.
This
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
like K's around like a football field. This was like you walk out to somewhere and back.
Yeah. Yeah, but don't. I did it. I did it the smart. Most people would, if you put the child on your back, then it fucks up. I spun it around.
Good idea. yeah. Took a page out of the old Hancock textbook, huh?
Brilliant.
They call it
Tommy.
the old the cock mouth. Yeah.
Well, Tommy.
Well, that sounds
I know
lovely.
it must be
Congratulations, Tommy.
hard to carry a kid on your back, but imagine how your closet door feels.
It's a lot of kids, Tommy.
Yeah, no,
It's
a lot of-
loaded with kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet's crapping out too here. Must be the storms going through. But I will say this. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I will say this, so at the very beginning, we drove 2 miles into Pennsylvania, right? They started singing. They had everyone line up at the gate to go through them on Facebook Live because Lou didn't want her family that couldn't make it to miss this walk because their sister died of ovarian cancer. At the very beginning, they had a very somber. Someone sang the national anthem. And I'm on Facebook Live, and it got up to that part of the national anthem, and I was like, I said, "Oh," because I was the only person to even say "oh." And on Facebook Live, you could see a bunch of people just like turn around and look at me. Apparently, they don't do that deep in Pennsylvania. That's just I should have done a vibe check. I'm like, hey, we cool with some O's. All right, but so let's get this train rolling. I've already introduced her, but ladies and gentlemen, you're going to find out her character soon. Please put your hands together for the lovely Miss Ashley Pongia.
So, Tommy, is it my character, or is someone else's signal better, like Dorian's?
Well, don't worry. We're going to introduce our characters throughout the course of the episode, the story.
Okay.
So you can introduce it next time if we don't find a guest. It's such a weird spot that you're in, but I couldn't think of anyone I'd rather fill in a random hole than Ashley. Huh? Any of you guys?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
random hole finders? I mean, we
Yeah,
were
I've
hole
always-
sniffing dudes, but we'll find out what we are now. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of random hole fillers, this next guy you can catch Wednesdays at a glory hole on 95 North, the Maryland House. Ladies and gentlemen, the elder god himself, Mr. Brian Preston. I'll suck your dick. I'll fuck real quick.
Ah, man, I feel bad for all the people that are going to go to the glory hole at the Maryland House this Wednesday and be disappointed. You're not going to get any of these things. No, it's just... A lot of people are also going to be confused and be like, right, we thought you did Laughfinder game night. They're like, no, I do that. And then I immediately, as the second it's done, I'm out the door. Run into no.
I like to think if there's someone that's inserted themselves in the glory hole, and on the other side you hear, oh, okay, buddy. Oh, and then you come walking in, and you're like, sorry, game night ran long, and they're like, what? It better not be a beautiful woman in there.
She's very awkward. It's unfortunate. A witch's curse did that to her. I'm Brian Preston. I went, Tom. I went to an AIDS skip this past weekend, and that was good. We raised a bunch of money. We skipped through the woods. It was lovely. We held hands. We did 10 kilometers. But no. I went camping. That was fun. Played some
Where'd you go
disc
camping
golf.
at?
Elk Neck, up in Cecil County, where all the clan are.
Okay.
We went up
Yeah,
there.
they love you up there.
They do. It's big. Actually, I'm putting on shows Thursdays. A little seafood place up there. It is, it's a place called I think the White Power.
Ranger?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. We're going to do Thursdays. But no, it was cool. The disc golf course up there was nice. I will be playing a character during this, I did not sleep very well. Very humid out, I will say that.
When you throw discs in a place like that, are you kind of like the Jackie Robinson breaking into there? Kind of throwing round here.
Yeah, no,
First one to throw a frisbee on this course.
yeah, no, and then I'm like, look, you white devil, and then I throw it so far, and they're like, oh my god, he's changing the game, and then I'm like, that's right. Sometime 10 years ago, more than that, one of us was going to be president.
I like to think that you're the Harlem Globetrotters of disc golf. Like you're spinning, bouncing it off people's heads. Into the
Hey, what's he doing it putting it between his legs like that?
Yeah, no.
Brian invented the
actually,
alley-oop.
I did. It's very fancy. It's me. There's a bald gentleman. I threw it to him. Also, it's like I'm like some. I don't like. So I'm like, why do you guys let me bring a small ladder out? You guys stop the ladder and the bucket.
I also like the idea that if they make a movie about you, it would also be called 42. But how old you were when you horse?
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh, Brian doesn't like people talking about his age.
I don't.
It's fine. Hey, look, it's the secret.
I just assume based on my own age. That's all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You're
You
supposed
must be
to,
using a lot of Grecian formula in that mane of yours. If you're
No,
42
actually,
years old.
41, and no, I just get up like this.
Amazing.
Nothing in it.
oh damn.
I get up like
He woke up like this.
I
ladies.
took a shower, but yeah, no, all au natural.
Oh, Tommy, yeah, that's a good.
and I wake
great-
up, I'm like,
Yeah.
we gotta get in this McAllister kid's house.
Wow, what a hole!
You know what I might do? I gotta at least try it on the way out for a couple days. Where it's my birthday week, but like to shave the top of the crown of my head so I just have hair on the sides, like a Danny DeVito type.
Yeah.
But I'm not, and then rock that to the Renaissance Festival on Saturday.
Yeah. Yes.
You'd be like a Friar Tommy.
Not a good look. Not a
Oh
good
man.
look. Speaking of not a good look, this next guy has a pencil thin crustache.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, action writer, comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Oh, thank you guys so much. It's good to be back. Got my new character all readied up. Ashley had a really. What was the name that you? She sent me a really horrible name to call me. What was it again?
I called you Magnum BMI.
There you go. There it is. So, no, I've been in this stash now. This is I think this is week 3. I've been growing it in here.
You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate
hate
No,
it
it
either.
looks good.
I don't hate
It's
it
very
either.
Richard Spencer.
Yeah. I realize it's kind of sucks that, the Nazi look aesthetic really, it looks good on me.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's right. I'm going to be a bastion and change this look. So,
Right. Just all.
I just want you to know I only dislike Asians. And that's the best I can do.
Oh man.
Are you telling me that like it's like a Gustus grew up to be a Nazi?
Yeah, don't get me started on Filipinos. Those are my words there. No,
My
are we
favorite
huge in the
kind of nut.
Philippines? Are we huge in the
Filipinos.
Philippines? Fuck, shit. But no, I had a great weekend. I got to host for Big Wilkerson all weekend. It was really
Yeah, how'd
fun.
that go?
You know what? He's a chill bloke. I like
Is he
him a
gonna
lot.
take you on tour with him now? Are you famous
No,
now?
not at all. I mean, I don't know how to ask for things at all, but I did have a lot of fun, and I drank so much tequila with them that I fell asleep in my car because I couldn't drive.
Nice.
But I had a time with them, and I said, hey, if you ever want to come in the area again, I'll come and work for you, please. And then I ran away like a skittish schoolgirl. But great weekend of shows. Got the most followers on like Instagram I think I've ever gotten doing shows at the Great Magooby's Joke House.
You
so.
should have had them intro you as Big E Woodworth.
Big E Woodward. I did. Hey, the first show I was hosting, right, and I brought him up, and his name's Big J Okerson, the great Jay Okerson. And I was like,
Ooh.
yeah.
Big J Unger.
Yeah, so no, it was a great time though, and I had a lot of fun. I met a guy that was he was a heckler in one of the late show Saturday, and I could see that he on something because
Okay.
a larger man, my size, wearing a Hawaiian shirt. It's not hot in there, but he's sweating bullets, and then he just keeps mumbling nonsense during the show, and I was just like, this guy's in a bad place right now. I could see he was in a bad place. So they had to go and talk to him during the show, like, hey, we're gonna kick you the fuck out if you can't shut up. And so I'm in the wit's end, and I see him and his friends in like a circle chastising him. They were like, you keep saying it's fine, but they came up to tell us to shut up because you couldn't handle your shit. And he's like, think I was the problem. I was like, I thought you were a little weird, but it was fine by me. I don't know what else you did. And he was just like, no, it's fine that he did that. Blah blah blah. His friends are just shitting on it. And I was like, hey, more importantly, what drugs are you on? Because I got ecstasy, or is it mushrooms? I got a side bet going. But this sweat isn't natural.
The only drug I can think that it's okay to go to a comedy show is if you're high as fuck. Just like smoke weed. I can't, like, Brian and I, we went and saw an improv comedy show on mushrooms, and it was the worst fucking
terrible idea. Horrible. Horrible
A waste
time.
of drugs. Yeah, it was funny. Do you know what the guy ended up being on?
What?
Both of those things. It was ecstasy and mushrooms. At the
Wow,
show.
hippie flip.
Oh, hippie flip.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
Magoobies.
Yeah, at Magoobies Joke House with 3 other dudes having the
Yeah.
time of his life.
No
You
bueno.
get punched in the dick.
What's that combo called again? You all said it. Hippie
Hippie
what?
flipping. Hippie flipping.
Oh, wow.
Hippie
Now,
flipping.
if you do acid and ecstasy, it's called candy flipping.
Okay.
But
All right.
if you use the more herbal route of mushrooms and ecstasy, then that's a hippie flip.
And usually what candy is to Ben, that's how he picks up new dates.
Yeah. Speaking of candy flipping, that's what this guy calls trolling the playground. I'm gonna go candy flip. Also called puppy flipping and free bike flipping. Ladies and gentlemen, the windowless van himself of audiomancing, give it up for Ben Hancock.
Oh, mine works too. My music is fine, Tommy. I got mine. It's still just as long.
I need you to make that longer.
I can slow it down.
Instead of getting ours, you just made yours longer, 20 seconds longer.
Yeah, I can slow it down.
So Ben, how are you? Are you off?
I'm good. I'm sitting at home doing a bunch of hiring. But I get to go do fun stuff. Like I played golf this week and on the very
Frisbee
last
or
regular-
lane?
Regular. The
Ball golf?
Oh God, I hate you guys so much. On the last hole,
ball golfer?
I'm a ball golfer, you guys. God.
I don't know what's worse. Trolling for kids or being a ball golfer.
The real golf.
Wait, was it at least miniature ball golf or
No,
was-
it was the real kind, guys.
man.
The white dude kind.
That's what
You're
Trump
a fucking
plays.
animal.
It is what Trump plays. It's also what Tiger Woods plays. Okay.
Jesus.
That's like saying I have a black friend, right? Is that?
That's the black friend of golfing. Is
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Wow, quit stealing my... Well,
And speaking of having a black friend, I know this next person has at least 2. 3 if Eric gets into the shoe polish. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the WYPR rock god, Mr. Aaron Hinkin.
Right. Thank you very much to all of my white and black friends out there. Very pleased that you've all come together in peace and harmony, like keys on my piano keyboard, to enjoy this season premiere of Laughfinder Episode 7. My friends, I have been
Season 7.
in this very room in a state of suspended animation since the end of season 6. And I was just thawed out and ready now to continue the adventure.
No, you went. Where did you go? Did you go to Scotland? No, Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah.
I went to
Another
Sweden
all-white
and met.
place.
Yeah, it was very, very.
Was it beautiful?
Scandinavian. It was beautiful, and I have relatives there, so we went and visited these old, the sort of long lost cousins, which was wild.
Do they speak English?
Or do they speak?
Yeah, they do
Do
that,
speak-
but then they also
they
can
speak-
speak English.
Birdie, feardy, hurdy, doody, hurdy, beardy.
There was a lot of that. And then on the way back, we stopped in Iceland for 2 days, which
Oh,
was
shit.
like another planet, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We saw lava fields and geysers and all this crazy
cool.
stuff.
Oh man.
It was
that sounds
totally
awesome.
the land of the ice and snow,
You see
where the
any
hot
elves?
springs glow. We saw elves. We saw orcs. We saw.
Hey!
Bjorks?
Let's see what else. Bjorks.
I'm sorry. I don't speak Bjorkish.
Yes, but thank you for asking, Tommy. It's been a jet-setting summer for me. But here I am back with. Well, we're not the whole sniffing dudes anymore. Who knows what we are? The
Now,
Trouble Boys.
I've just been sent a question I should ask you.
Okay, go
by
ahead.
Ashley. Ashley wants to know when you were there, were you offered any hair pie? How was your midsummer over there? How many old people's skulls did you see smashed with a giant mouth?
Never enough.
We did a ceremony where we pushed all of our older relatives off of a cliff.
They were like, Erden Hurricane.
Yep. And then there was a Swedish damsel who spiked my Veritas with her drops of her menstrual blood, and the next thing you know, I was just hallucinating and under a spell, and it's a miracle that I've made it back.
I just
Or
love the idea
is it
of
really
them
me?
begging,
Maybe it's not me anymore.
just begging for their life. Blurred Herden Hurricane. Irma, your cousin, All right, and last, speaking of killing old people with hammers. Ladies and gentlemen of the best damn DM in this Riverside Chat FM, whatever the fuck it is, give it up for Mr. Dorian Gray.
Greetings, what is up? It is I, your GM, your friend and foe, and I'm assuming that Aaron does not have a rap for us yet.
Previously, nothing happened yet. Back to you, Dorian Gray.
We have to start from the ground up. Okay, so for those of you who are listening now, I have given each of the players their own personalized intro story that brings them to the start of our campaign. They have been drawn to a place in Absalom Station. Not Absalom Station, that's the wrong setting. In Absalom. In the Pathfinder universe, Absalom is known as the city at the center of the world. It is the biggest mega metropolis in Golarion, and that is where they are now. They find themselves in what is called the Petal District. Now, the Petal District of Absalom is named because it's the rich part of town.
Well, the pedal falls.
No. The rich part of town is the streets are literally lined with carefully manicured flower gardens. Only
Like
the
in
richest.
Sweden, like tulips and stuff and wildflowers.
Exactly.
Yes,
Like Stockholm. It's like the Stockholm of Golarion.
I wouldn't know. I've never been anywhere, but you find yourselves in
Your
the
computer doesn't
rich
have a
part
lock
of
screen,
town.
Dorian.
No. But you find yourself going past carefully manicured lawns and well-maintained mansions to what stands out because it sort of looks like a black, sort of cubic mansion. It was not meant to be pretty. And with the flowers, it just looks like this hole in the middle of this scenario. It's made with this black stone and black stone pillars. It is not made to be welcoming. But as you're led inside, it's pretty nice. There are expensive things everywhere. You're led to a receiving room. Everyone except for Tantrum, by the way, because Tantrum is already there. But we'll get to that later.
Who's let us inside this place?
Yes, you see an elderly butler type figure. His name is Eldon.
Does he have
And-
one good hand and one bad hand?
No. And
His name is
he's
what? Eldon?
Eldon.
Eldon. Okay, Eldon.
And you find yourselves greeted by this elderly butler sort of person. And he says,
Bazinga.
Yeah. no. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Dorian,
Thank
we
you for
can't hear
having
you.
us.
We can't hear you,
Dorian, we can't hear
For
you.
a second, it got important. You got
Yeah, as soon as you
out.
said thank
Yeah,
you for
right.
coming,
Yeah, this is not.
and then he just
Warning.
stared at us
Content
blankly,
ahead.
and then he said Bazinga. I am
Fill in
I'm
the blanks.
Eldon.
Preemptively protecting people against spoiler alerts there. That's good.
I'm Elvin.
I'm
Thoughtful.
old Sheldon.
I didn't see you.
Still can't hear you, Dorian.
It actually would be weird if there was an old Sheldon show.
Would it be more weird than the young Sheldon show?
It would actually. It took place like in a distant future, and he's
Yeah,
like,
if he was in like a rest home, it's like a Golden Girls, but it's all nerds.
Yeah.
There's an old whore nerd.
Yeah.
There's a dumb nerd,
There's a B. Arthur nerd.
a bossy nerd.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
him.
Listeners,
He's the
Dorian
B.
is
Arthur.
looking
Yeah, he would be the
perplexed
B.
at his
Arthur.
screen. He seems to be fiddling
Right,
with
now
some
he's muted.
settings. He's muted himself.
Be willing
He's
to
I don't
definitely
think
muted.
he muted
Unmuting,
himself.
and
Let's
then-
make sure that we
Nod your head if you can hear us, Dorian. Oh, he can
Yes,
hear
okay.
us? Yes. But we can't hear you.
Okay, Dorian. It says
He
Maybe
was
he's
saying
resetting, he's
trying
making
to
the
turn on
indication
the
that-
NOS, but it's not kicking in.
okay, just back out and come. There you go. Okay, now Dorian's
Okay.
gone.
Okay.
All right, cool. We won.
He's scared in the mansion.
We won. Season 8. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Maybe this is part of the story. Maybe this is like a postmodern
Eldon just says,
season
"Welcome
where the
here."
game master is only available for like the first minute, and then we're just sort of like,
There we go. Can you hear me?
ah, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
hello, Dorian.
perfect.
Welcome
Right.
back.
So you are led by this butler type figure into a receiving room of sorts, and waiting for you is a woman. She appears to be roughly 65 years old, and she is dressed. The best way to describe how she is dressed is picture the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz before Dorothy goes in the tornado.
Okay.
Elmira Gulch on the bike, like, dun, 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 she's dressed up to her neck in black finery, and she surveys the room, and
you don't have any background music or anything, Ben? We can get a little.
Oh yeah, yeah.
indeed.
Think it's something like Bach on a harpsichord. Bing, ding, ding. Any-
Bodo-do.
All right.
Yep. Or just
While
Brian
he's sorting
doing
that out, and
just made
she
it.
says,
Boom, boom.
I believe that introductions are in order. The butler looks at the thin elf in the room, and she says, "I'm sorry, what is your name, madam?" Okay. She does not respond.
Was that you, Ashley? Is that your character that he wants?
No, sorry. Maybe.
Are you a thin elf?
Yes. My bad.
Yeah,
This is all new.
it's like you were looking at a book. He was like the thin elf, and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to
Yes.
me?" And you take your glasses off. And they have a chain.
Well, so I'm doing some of that on my gameplay screen.
Seeing
That's
some of
on
what?
me, I
There's
guess.
nothing. This is just role play
Oh.
between us.
Yeah, he was just talking.
Yeah.
So, introduce myself.
And go.
Yes.
And action.
Oh,
We're going to cut this right in post-production, and there'll be no gap
Don't worry,
whatsoever.
it's gonna be seamless.
good.
Once
It's
Ben
gonna be
works
clean.
his magic,
Right
Yes,
up.
so there, thin elf. Please do go ahead and introduce yourself now.
thank you. So I am Lilith Vindicta. So I am against all odds searching for parts of my former crew. Do you want
All
me to
right.
go on?
No, that's quite enough. The short, greedy-looking fellow.
damn.
I would assume he's talking about me. My name is Blue, TBD, and I'm just trying to avoid my uncle right now.
Hold on 1 second, Ben. Your name is, so you would say I'm Blue, Abadi Babadai.
No.
Okay.
You would say I'm Blue, TBD. I am from the planet Eiffel 65, and
What?
I'm from the planet Eiffel 65.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
And I just trying to avoid my uncle. And if you guys ever know of a way to make any money, placing some bets, I'm in.
All right. What about you, the fellow who's dressed very strangely, as if he does not belong in this setting?
Perhaps you're referring to me there, madam. Well, I'll tell you who I am, but first I'd like your name.
We'll move on then.
Oh.
This is
did
the
I...
butler talking, by the way, not her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
No one needs to know Butler's name.
Well, listen here. I go by the name LoJack. Just LoJack. And I'm here to tell you things have been sort of in a slump for me lately. You see, there's these mages around who can cast divination spells. They're all the rage with all of my prospective clients, people who want things investigated. I'm an investigator, you see. That's what I do. But it's not enough to be able to answer questions, I tell you. You gotta know what the right question is. And it's not going to be long before widows wanting to track down disappearing husbands realize that wizards are better at casting spells than snooping around. That's my specialty. But in the meantime, our guys got to eat. You know, I've been contacted by a shadowy halfling looking to employ my services. He does his best to conceal his identity, but I do have a sharp investigator's eye, and I did spy a revealing tattoo on his forearm. It was a blue 5-petaled flower. I have been able to discern. Oh no, am I giving you? Is this
Yeah,
too
this
much?
is just stuff for you to know.
Oh, I'm going to tell you and then in the 3rd grade, I decided I wanted to be a detective, and I've been having a blast with it ever since. Love you guys.
Get all over
This is
the theater.
all right. Well, what about the bird fellow?
Well, I'm Misatsu Schneider. You can know me from My name, of course, is whispered on the mouths of the dead. My first teacher was Pain.
How do you spell your name again? Go ahead.
Well, that's M as in Mr. E as in exceptional. S as in savory. S as in super. A as in abominable. T as in torture. That's how I was brought up. S as in sensational. And U as in unique. Now do you need me to spell Schneider?
Schneider, you say?
Schneider!
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Go ahead and run us through that one too, just in case.
And last but not least, what about the Hoarder?
Oh, I guess you're talking about me. All right. How's it going? My name's Snatch Reaper. A collector of things. There's not much
Say
I
your name one
can.
more time. Because it
Named
sounded
what
like you
now?
said Snatch Raper.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Snatch Reaper. Snatch Reaper. Snatch Reaper. I got a brother named Grab. He's really good.
Snatch what now? Say it again.
Snatch Reaper.
R-E-B-E-R.
Reaper!
Snatch.
Knock a letter.
His name Reaper.
Snatch Reaper? Is that what he's
Snatch
saying?
Reaper.
R-E-B-E-R.
Reaper.
R-E-B-E-R?
Yeah, it's a family name. It's not a big deal.
Okay, go ahead, please. Sorry.
I usually I find that there's mystical powers in most things that you find. You never know what you're going to be able to use next. Ooh, like, oh, hey, what are you doing with that hair over there? I don't know. I'm going to put it in my pocket for later. A little bit about me. I've attended Juilliard. I graduate of Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague and had a pretty good time doing that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and I keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. Not to mention an order. Now, what do you think? Do you think I'm qualified?
Well done, everyone.
Nice.
Well done. She begins to speak, and she says, "Hello. My name is Esmeralda Morose. And I guess since I would be the one paying you, I would just let you know what the reason is that I've gathered you here. We need someone to investigate some of the things of the unknown. We've had some very troubling information, and we are willing to pay people such as yourselves, people with skills particularly suited to this line of work, to investigate them. We have a boy who has special abilities, and we need to send him out, but we're not so irresponsible as to send the boy out on his own. He'll need protectors, people who can watch his back, because we believe that he portends something terrible. But we need first to see how you fit together and how you will be able to form a cohesive unit. I represent a group of concerned citizens that are called the Midnight Council. And before I let you know what our actual mission is, there's something that we've been asked to look into, and I thought this would be a great test. On the outskirts of Absalom, beyond the walls, well, first, I should probably bring out the boy. Eldon, go get the boy. And so Eldon leaves, and he comes back with a child.
I want to come down the. He opens the door, and you see this like 6-year-old kid slide down the banister, like wee, and so he hits the bottom, and his nuts get hit, and he's like, "Oh my nards!" Oh God! Oh. And then I just walk in, like, "Hey everybody, the name's Little Stevie Tantrum, but you can call me Tantrum. And I see dead people."
We allowed
Yes.
to call him Steven?
And Eldon
No.
says, yes, he's not lying about that. He does see dead people. But as you can see,
You better not touch
even
any
the
of my
structural integrity of his loins is
It's my
Is,
my weakness, my balls.
he needs protection. He says, so I would like you to.
As soon as you
escort
say
him."
that, I go, hey, I think I got the thing just for you. And I pull out like all these in a set pouch within like my breast pocket here that I've been carrying with me.
This
Why
one
don't you have
can
a handful of
be.
these? What's wrong? Oh, okay, sorry about that.
You put it on.
The butler speaks. He says, on the outskirts of Absalom, there is a burgeoning community between the eastern settlements of Dawnfoot and Copperwood. It's so new that it doesn't have a name yet, but for all intents and purposes, we will call it Central East Village. Within the past week, there have been a series of brutal murders. And Lady Isabella Morose says, legally speaking, this is an open and shut case. In many cases, the perpetrators were caught almost in the act, standing directly over the bodies with the murder implements in hand. There are two details that give this a special quality that we would like you to look into. One, the murderers themselves, who are being held in Central East Village, have no recollection of what they did. And second, and this is the most important one, the wounds of the victims all have purple flowers growing out of them.
Ah, cool.
We would like you
Purple flower.
to find out what is going on in this village. This
Can
will
I-
be your test.
Can I do a diverse lore check on the purple flowers to see if I recall anything about them?
And what does diverse lore do?
Let me see if I can. It lets me recall knowledge on anything, even if I don't know about it necessarily. But I just take a -2 penalty to check for it.
About any topic, not just the usual topics for esoteric lore. Go ahead. Go for
All
it.
right. Boom, boom. I gotta hold on. I wasn't sure you were
Type it
gonna.
in.
I gotta go hop in there. But what do I need to roll for that?
This would be nature.
A nature roll. Okay. Well, I thought that it reads that. Don't I get to use it with like my compare the esoteric lore check to the DC recall knowledge of that creature? I thought I got to roll my like highly jacked up one. I thought it was like a charisma roll or something like that, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm having trouble just getting. Let's click on that. Let's see this. I'll nature roll to see what happens here. I don't have
All right.
great nature, but we'll see.
All right, here we go. Here's the first roll of the season. Here we go. The first roll of
nature.
season 7 of Laughfinder,
Boom.
the podcast you're currently listening to. 19.
That's a solid roll.
Okay.
Bodes well for the
Modified,
season.
That is a 17.
Oh, okay.
Because it's -2. But the helpful information that it gives you is that you have never heard of this flower. But that's useful because you're pretty sure that it's actually quite rare. So that if you encounter something out that you see, you might be able to recognize it through process of elimination.
Man, it might be with a little bit of cheese.
I'm really good at. Hey, there's one thing I'm good at. I got a photographic memory, and when I see something I've never seen, I know it.
It says, you can feel free to spend the night if you like, but we have been asked to investigate before the Absalom security and town guard forces come, for reasons that will be explained when you arrive. Find out what is going on and report back to me.
Listen
And that
here,
will be
Lady
your first-
Esmeralda. Are we taking the boy with us on this test? Is
Yeah,
he
I'm
part
gonna
of our
go-
crew for this adventure?
I get to go Bob Eyes with you.
Yeah.
guys.
Also,
That'd
are
be
his
great.
testicles involved? Like, what's the? I hear it's a
I'm
problem.
fine now. Fine now. Stomach ache went away. I'm
He's
ready
coming
for
with us. That's
adventure.
what we're.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I was just his age when I started killing men. You will be made hard boy.
What?
Exactly.
Listen here, we don't. We'll take the whippersnapper with us, and we'll get the job done for you, Lady Esmeralda. You can count on us, whatever we're gonna decide to call ourselves as a crew.
Who's
It's
gonna
gonna
hold
be
my
an
hand
awesome
when I
name.
cross the street? Is he old enough to like
we're
do
gonna
it or
deal
like
with this
suck
for
me
3
up or
seasons.
anything like that?
You'll hold
Well, wait.
hands with
Hey, I
the blade.
I have
Here,
a question
hop
for you, Lady
hop into my
Esmeralda.
boy pouch.
What is
Smells weird.
what do we need to know about this boy Tantrum, and why is he coming with us?
I'm right here.
Question.
You can ask me questions.
I'm not
He
going to
could
speak
ask you
directly to this
questions,
boy.
but
I
you're
only
s-
speak to
but
other
you're sick,
adults.
so why would he?
Can I
You'll speak
carry
when you're
him like
spoken to,
a?
whippersnapper.
I want to
Says,
carry him like in a little bassinet in front of me, so he's just attached to my chest as I walk around.
Oh, like a Bjorn. You could get a little
Yeah.
Bjorn for
My
him.
legs are dangling.
I'm just smoking a
Yeah.
cigarette next to him, like they don't respect us the way they should, and I hand him one.
And I would like to strap him to my
The
chest,
boy
and I want
has
my AC to
special
go up.
abilities that the boy has special abilities that will manifest in time. All shall become obvious.
Let me
when
get
you're
that
out in the
cigarette
field.
for you. There you go.
And it just like the friend of the lights on flame.
So, are we going to be able to?
This is-
Are we on friendly terms with the police forces out there in West Central East Village? Can we get in there into the station and get a word with these perps?
I
know
have
the
no idea
alphabet.
what you just said,
ACAB.
but
That's all I got.
he says, I have no idea what you just said, but
Hey,
they did
Dad.
reach out to us for help, so they should be cooperative with you.
So the victims presumably are in a mortuary of some sort now. Are they still on the crime scene, or?
When we see cops, I'm gonna pretend I don't know who you guys are.
Please don't do that. I can't afford another one of those charges.
I'm gonna tell them you touched where the banister hit me.
How far away is this Central Eastern region, Madam Esmeralda?
It will cost you. It is a decent ways away because Absalom is a large city, but you can score a ride for the price of 4 copper.
That's not bad.
That's not,
It-
yeah,
a
that's like
piece
4
or like
cents.
all together? Like, is this a pickup truck we're piling in the back of?
Someone start the spell to summon the Uber.
Well, what do you say here, boys and girls? We're gonna go out on this adventure. I need the scratch. I need the moolah.
I need to know
I need
what
the
I
lettuce.
need to know.
I need
Well-
to stay away from my uncle.
I'm
If
gonna
I
have
kill
to go
these-
get my crossbow.
If I kill these men, will you tell me?
Well,
He says, I will let you know more information when you return. This is just a test to see how well you can do in the field. There's
You're making us
danger
pay for
ahead.
our own ride?
No.
I can pay. It's 4 copper. You cheapskate.
I assure you.
Hold on. I'm gonna go rummage through the sofa cushions.
Listen here. That's a breakfast worth of eggs and coffee you're talking about here.
Guys,
We
I'll
can
just
just-
go sell
It is
some
literally,
lemonade,
actually.
and we'll have enough money to go look at the dead bodies.
You don't have to pay. This is like nothing to her. And you
literally
soon
4
find
cents.
yourselves in a carriage together heading to the outskirts of Absalom.
I'm in a child seat.
I get carriage sick.
It's not long before you find yourselves passing the walls and you see what looks like at some point it will be a village. There are maybe a few dozen structures, and what you've noticed is that a group of the people are holding pitchforks and crappy weapons, and they have seemed to have barricaded a part of the town. And they seem to be they've made wooden barricades over a certain section of town, of the village, and they are sort of standing guard. And one of them, the oldest, who seems to be like a person of authority, he turns to face you as you get out of the carriage and you approach.
Now listen here. You look like the leader of this operation. We're here to tell you that we're here to help. We've been sent by request of this province to help solve some strange goings-on. Some questions that need answered. And we're the ones that are going to answer them.
He says, "Oh, thank you very much. We didn't know what else to do. We are not yet a province, but we would like to be. And I fear that if the Absalom military comes here and they realize what is going on, they will cause us to disperse, and they will shut our would-be village down before it even gets started." This is... Beyond this barricade are some very strange goings-on. We've arrested people that are being held in the prison for committing acts of murder and similar violence. But the town seems to be angry at a family that has just moved in and has blamed them for what is going on. It looks suspicious, but we don't know what yet is happening. And then there's the thing with the flowers. We don't know why, but the bodies, they've sprouted flowers. It's all very strange.
You been saving those flowers? Because they could be worth a little bit of cash.
Now listen here. It looks like we've got three options. We can either go to this family that seems to be everybody's headache around here, talk to them about who they are and why they're there in town, and try to discern whether or not there's any reason to be suspicious of them. Or we could have a look at these dead bodies, these corpses, see what it was that caused them, that gave them the Harlem sunset, if you know what I'm talking about, boys.
The fuck is Harlem?
That sounds problematic. I think I once got one of those in an alleyway.
Or
Hey,
we can go to the jail where the murderers are being held and see if we can get some straight answers out of them where others have failed.
did you say as we're entering, there's a bunch of like weapons strewn about that they're left there and stuff like that? Is that
No,
did
I
catch
said
that right?
the people are holding
Okay.
weapons as if they're standing
I
guard.
got you. Sorry. Apologies.
Do the family and the prisoners, right? Because we're probably going to see plenty of these bodies, is my guess.
With the flowers coming out.
Well, we should maybe get
No,
evidence
let's-
from. Okay, that's.
Does
more-
anyone have like
I think check out the
nature
body
knowledge
first. We're
lore?
investigators.
Oh, Jack.
Okay.
Check
Let's
out the
check
bodies.
the bodies. There might be clues.
Listen here, old fella with the pitchfork. What's your name, old chap?
You're gonna see plenty,
This is-
kid.
My name is Cyrus. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Cyrus, we're happy to make your acquaintance and we're here to help. Point us to the dead bodies. Where are the corpses?
They're right over here. And so
Throw up on the
Puking on the flowers.
Sour stomach.
So he leads you over to basically what looks like a mass grave, and you see men, women, and children with what look like these purple flowers, and you can tell where they were stabbed or where they were hit because that is where the flowers were growing. And the flowers sort of drape almost as if they're like blood.
I would like to use one of my investigative
this. This
feats.
Okay.
Crazy leshy stuff.
That's called, and this is a feat that's called That's Odd. When I enter a new location, I can immediately notice one thing out of the ordinary. The GM determines what it is, or whether there's nothing reasonable to pick up. Now, there's the obvious clues that are noticed, which you would just explain. But I want to know beyond that if there's any other further thing that I, as an investigator, am able to notice that is odd.
Yes.
About investigating the body.
Yes. Good use of the feet. You notice that the bodies also smell like vomit.
Sorry, that
All
was
of
me.
them.
The kid just threw up.
Every
No.
single body also has a distinct smell of vomit. And you notice that each of the bodies, even like under the bodies, even the bodies under the bodies have been vomited on.
This wasn't on
Can
me.
Can I shine my sweet lantern on it to see if I perceive anything about it?
If you want to.
I'd like to.
Go for it.
It should give me a +1 for anything perception here. Oh, cool. That's an 8.
8
Awesome.
total.
Yes. Yeah, you say the exact same thing that LoJack says, like Sigourney Weaver's character in Galaxy Quest.
But I say it better. I actually noticed that. Things like that. I'm actually saying it right behind him as he's saying it, like word for word.
yeah.
I can kind of make an occultism check just to see if this is like ritualistic in any.
Yeah, you can make an occultism check for that.
Pukey murder shit.
Ooh, 22.
22.
22.
Good
Am I
roll.
learning anything?
Okay, your 22 tells you that it's definitely not occult related.
Well, my expertise tells me this is bullshit, boys. The whole.
I like to think you stuck your finger in the vomit and
Where,
tasted
where
it. and was
are the
like,
bodies?
I have no idea what this is about.
Is it? So it's all stab wounds. Is that what we're witnessing here? Where are the stab wounds?
Some
Is
of
there
them
any
are blunt force trauma,
Oh.
and the flowers are growing out of those as well.
Did anyone have like an STD and there's some flowers growing out of there?
No.
Maybe we.
Could they?
I'd like to collect a sample of this one of these flowers that are coming out of these wounds, and put it in a little evidence baggie.
Does do the flowers smell of vomit?
Yeah. What do the flowers smell like?
Not distinctly. Like the vomit smell isn't coming from the flowers. It's coming from actual vomit on each and every body.
Oh, so okay.
These people were obviously poisoned.
Can we see what the vomit's made of? I want to dig
Somebody
through it
give
and
me
see.
a medicine roll.
Oh, not me. I'm just.
I have a
just
1 in
little
medicine.
boy.
Let's see. Proficiencies. Say, I got a +4.
These
in
guys
medicine.
are clearly wasted. Everybody knows that.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two when it comes to the medical field. Let me see what I can
What do you
determine.
got? I got a
here.
+3. See if I got.
I got
got
a +4 here.
Okay, you got +4. Go ahead.
There's a 17.
All right.
Let me investigate this vomit.
It seems just like standard vomit. You can tell what they had been eating. And
So
it's
each one of them is vomited on themselves, is what we're hearing.
No.
No.
So now this vomit, is it made up? Like, is each vomit like a different meal? Like, it's not. You can tell that it's not all the same thing vomiting on them.
Correct. That is correct.
Oh. Okay. Well, that is strange.
Now the attackers. Excuse me. Did the attackers say that they vomited?
Perhaps you should. Someone who is older should talk to them directly. They're being held.
I pull on LoJack's jacket. I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Jack. Mr. Jack.
Asked him if the attackers vomited on the bodies.
That's a great idea, little fella. I'm going to take you under my wing. You're going to be an investigator just like me one day. You mind your P's and Q's, whippersnapper, and watch how it's done. Say here, fella. Did the attackers say that they vomited on these victims? What?
Yes.
Oh, so they did.
They did.
Okay. And you, I understand they don't remember much else. What have they told you?
They said that they were minding their own businesses, doing mundane things, farming, sewing, creating clothing. And the next thing they remember, they're standing over their husbands, wives, neighbors, holding some sort of sharp implement or some sort of blunt implement, and having the next thing they remember, they were vomiting.
What?
And
So how many of
have
these
any of these
killers are
people
there?
had Arby's before?
9 that we know of.
9 murderers.
They seem to have killed the people who were standing next to them at the time.
Mr. Jack, let's ask if we can see the murderers.
Hey, I got an idea, fella. How about you take us to go see those murderers? We have a few questions for them of our own.
They're right this way.
Why,
Yes.
they're right behind you.
It leads you to like basically what amounts to a stone holding pen, where you see a bunch of people just sort of sitting on like a dirt floor with their heads in their hands. Men and women, 1 or 2 children.
Man, these kids have got to be hard up. Be stuck in here. Wonder what they
Hey,
did.
murderers! We want to ask you questions, murderers. Come here.
Say here, murderers. We got some questions for you about
We
this
think you're
murdering you've been
innocent,
doing.
murderers.
Are we able to? So there's 9 of them. They're in this stone pen together.
Right.
I have a skill. I am skilled in the interrogation field of detective work. So
Okay.
perhaps I'll begin by doing some interrogating.
Okay.
Interrogation methodology.
While he's looking that up, was the vomit on the wounds where the flowers
Yes.
were growing?
Yes.
Hey, can I help? I'd like to assist our sweet detective here by shining my sweet lantern on him, which should, if I shine it, if he's within the light, he gains a +1 on the on any perception checks and recall knowledge checks.
Who is the? We'll start with the youngest victim, or the youngest murderer. You say there are children there?
Oh,
Dorian.
Dorian, can't hear you again.
Oh
Back out
no,
and come back in.
Dorian's.
Crap.
So just imagine it like this, Aaron. As you're doing it, I'm like holding your interrogation light in his face, so you can ask him questions.
Excellent. Okay. Listeners, our Game Master Dorian is rebooting himself so that we can hear his voice again. In the meantime, Tommy wants
right.
to let you know a little bit about Laughfinder.com.
Oh, I'm here.
Why
Oh.
you go to Laughfinderpod? Oh, he's back.
Okay, never
All
mind.
There you
right.
go.
So,
It's not a real website.
We go to the youngest murderer.
okay.
I walk up with holding Tantrum's hand.
Yeah. How old's this? How old's this
so
other
that-
murderer? How old's
Like-
this murderer?
8 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I
Tantrum's
have
just a few years younger.
I have a 7 in diplomacy,
Okay.
Yeah.
so I
And so, yeah, go ahead.
I'm like,
Hey, bud. Hey, so what's the deal? What do you remember happening?
Give me a diplomacy roll.
all right, here we go, diplomacy. Here we go. Here's the roll. 24.
All right.
Nice.
Because I'm shining on his kid.
So 25.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's fucking bright.
Let's see. Good idea, Tommy. Kid relating to kid. You get a hero point for that.
yeah.
All right.
So
Hey, adults suck, right? You want some gum that's just for us?
did you pull out some bubble tape?
Of it.
Adults are idiots. Am I right?
So
Yes.
he tells
Keep
you.
secrets.
He tells you. He says, "Well, I was whittling with my knife. I was making a wooden horse." Because I had just heard a story about a bunch of soldiers sneaking in a wooden horse, and I thought that was really cool. And
I know.
and my
That's a
mom
story about condoms.
and my mom was right there, and I the next thing I remember, my mom was on the ground and she wasn't moving, and the knife that I was using to whittle, I had blood on it, and I don't remember throwing up, but I did. I threw up right on my own mom, my own mom's corpse. I don't understand why. I don't understand why any of this is happening.
It's all right.
You ever thought about starting an OnlyFans, kid?
It's all right. I hear you get lots of cool soup at the orphanage.
He says, and now everybody is mad at the family. The family from far away. Everybody's mad at them. They blame them for this.
Who, immigrants?
Why?
Who is it?
Why?
Filthy immigrants?
They said
right.
that.
From one
Are
of
they
these
from
cigarettes.
Harlem?
He says
I-
they didn't. This didn't start until they moved here, so everyone blames them.
What do they look
Do
like?
we hear any? So we talked to some other people there as well, and I wonder if we hear similar stories or any other details from the other men, women, and children. Or is this a similar?
A lot of them are similar. They were doing something mundane, and the next thing they remember, they were standing over the bodies of the victims, having thrown up on them.
I want to find
I
out.
wanna
more
go
about
back to
these. Yeah, the people.
Want to go
from
back
out
to
of
the guy
town,
with the pitchfork and
immigrants.
say, what do you know about this family of outsiders that came and moved into this house? People don't like the looks of them. They don't like the cut of their jib, and we want to know something more about it.
He says, "You can ask them, but they are in the quarantined zone. The villagers are afraid, and they won't let them out."
We're not afraid.
Yeah,
Well, what do you
I'm
say
not-
there,
I'm a little
team? Well, you
afraid.
want to go over there and talk to this family?
Don't worry.
I've killed multiple families.
We'll protect your balls.
All right, you sit tight here with the murderers. We're gonna go talk to this fam. What's their name? The family.
Oh, they are Jaboli, Jaboli.
All right, come on, let's go talk to
Somebody
the Jabroni
give me
family.
A society roll.
Ooh, I'm good at that. I think.
I got a +1.
Ooh. I
Science.
got a +2.
I have a
let's see.
+7. A +7 in society.
Ooh, you're the hoi polloi.
Hey. Okay, you know I know a thing or two about this. There's a 24.
Look at this hoity-toity
Okay.
family.
So the surname Jaboli is a common surname in the Mwangi Expanse, which is the closest thing that Golarion has to the African continent.
Sorry, I said anything.
So,
So they all look like Charlize Theron. Gotcha.
African,
They're
not
all-
Asia.
They're all Leonardo DiCaprio and Blood Diamond. Gonna get your dick sucked in Mwangi.
So you guys are from
Yeah.
you guys are from South Africa.
all right, so we go.
Is it?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. And this may not matter, so this is why I'm asking. Is this something that Lilith should potentially be leaving the gate?
I don't understand. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, is this something that with my character's capabilities for Lilith? Off-world?
Oh, that is up to you. You can decide.
Okay.
how you would like to proceed. But
Okay.
I think what you've decided is that you wanted to go see the family. Was I correct in that?
Yeah.
I like that idea. If the rest of yous is on board, I say we go knock on the door and see if we can get something on these, get the dope on these guys.
Okay.
We'll use their child as leverage.
Yeah. Send the kid to the door with a box of cookies. See if they open it up.
Ooh, actually, I got a whole pocket full of Thin Mints here. Here you go, kid. Hold these.
All right. So the 6 of you, they let you through the quarantined area, and it's dead. It's like a ghost town beyond the walls of this barrier. It's darker. It's colder. Finally, you come to the only house with signs of life, and
I can read it. That sign clearly says life on it.
yes,
Like the
and
cereal.
you see a glowing light from within as you see the light of them just starting to turn on their lanterns.
It's the Mwangi family. Let's, or the Jaboli family.
Wow.
Wow. Typical Milwaukee.
Yikes.
Let's go talk to these Mwangis and see what's going on.
Okay,
You
you
have to say Mwangas.
you knock on the door, and
Knock, knock. Come on out, Mwangis.
Let's burn
I think-
something.
Lilith.
Let's burn a letter out here. They know we mean
Let's burn an M for Mwangis.
let's see, Lilith,
Yes.
give me a perception roll.
Okay.
So what you would do is you go to your character sheet.
I want to turn on my lantern to light the way in front of us.
We get it. You have a goddamn lantern.
It's
and
magical, and it buffs you guys up
I like that lantern.
whenever I put it on.
on the left side, you'll see perception.
Fine, you don't want to help on your perception check.
He puts the
I'll just
lantern
leave
away
it
and brings
alone.
out a tiki torch instead. Milwaukee's will not replace us.
Okay, so do you see that, Ashley?
Yes. I see.
These
Uh,
poor
you'll
Mwangis are more
see
scared of us than we are of them.
20-sided die
Stay
next
calm,
to an
everybody.
eye with a slash.
I heard you can feed them right out of your hand.
Yes.
This took
I'm
a
gonna-
turn a couple of minutes ago.
Oh God. So look at your character sheet. There should be an icon
Yes.
with an eye with a slash.
On the left side of your character sheet, under the blue shield of your armor class. You see it?
Okay, hit that die.
Yes.
Press that die.
Okay.
And then click
I have to hit
roll.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
A 9. Oh wait,
Okay.
she's in the lantern. So a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We also have the opportunity to do a hero point.
Yeah? You want to re-roll it? Might as well.
Fresh.
You want me to?
Yes, hero
Yes.
pointed.
I would
Reroll?
say yes, but mostly because Dorian. Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's a 22
Heyo!
from Lilith Vindicta. A well-used hero point.
Yes. Oh, nope.
Dorian is where we can't hear you, brother. He's in mute mode again.
Riverside.
It's the
I mean-
best.
Do we just switch to Discord or what? Because I feel like, you know.
I mean, do we switch to Discord? Not.
Dorian
I
joining
have-
us here shortly.
I mean,
And here he is.
I have
It
more
sounds
problems
better,
with
right?
Discord. Yeah.
Oh no,
apparently
now he's
Chuck's saying.
rejoined and says we can't hear you, Dorian.
The only advantage to Riverside is that it gives you separate tracks, and I rarely am able to use those because this happens where someone drops out and then it ruins the rest of the tracks.
Oh, I see. Well,
Chuck's saying that the audio quality isn't that much better. I mean, we could just do Zoom.
Go back to
That-
Zoom. I mean,
and
we
then I
all
don't
use
have to pay
mics and stuff.
$25 a month.
Yeah, it would save us money.
And then actually that way, then we could just have different people like streaming it to different places.
Yeah.
Because we could then just use your OBS,
Yeah.
because we said like one person just like
Yeah,
set
you
up
just plug in
OBS
stream.
with the fucking Twitch shit, and
All
then
right,
like
well,
one
then
person
next
does
week
Facebook,
we'll try.
one
How about
person
this?
does YouTube.
Next week we'll try Zoom.
Okay.
If it's
Congratulations, Riverside. You've turned us away.
yeah, you
You've
did.
disappointed us for the last time.
Yeah, because then like
we
like
probably
one
have to
person
keep-
could be the Twitch person, one would be the Facebook person, one person.
Yeah.
I think I get YouTube, so yeah, we could just.
Would you say we gotta keep what?
We're gonna want to keep paying for it until I get all the episodes downloaded. But I can do that in like a week.
Okay.
3 months.
Only $75 later.
All right, can you hear me now?
Tell me I need one
Yes,
more
we
week.
can hear you now, Dorian.
Yeah.
All right, Lilith. Before the door opens, you hear the unsheathing of a sword.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I have something for this.
Well, I am super stealthy and I love to stab people. So I feel like that's in my wheelhouse, yeah.
I want to speak with Lilith for a second. Listen here, Lilith. You put a wet blanket on that for a minute. These people might have some information we need. It might be fun to kill them, but let's try and talk to them first.
I think
Can you hold off for just a minute?
There.
Mr. Mwangi, I'm just trying to keep you from getting immediately killed upon opening the door, sir.
He
Let me
says,
talk to my fellow officer out here who's a little trigger happy.
I heard that your Mwangi prince is having trouble getting money out of a bank.
he says, who are you? Have you come to throw rocks at us?
No, listen. We understand that you
I put the rock
have
in my
been
hand behind my back.
Mr. Jaboli, is it?
Put it away.
We represent an investigative council here that's trying to get to the bottom of this problem that your village is having. It seems like your friends are few and far between, and we're here to try to understand why. Maybe you help you out in the process. Seems like a lot of people are looking sideways at you and saying you might have something to do with all these corpses turning up. What do you know about that?
He says, you hear a woman's voice. It says, invite them in. If they were going to do something terrible to us, they already would have. Just like the others. And so
Mighty
he
kind of you, man.
reluctantly invites you in, and you see they're a couple. They're both tall. The woman is the shorter, and she's like 6'1". Very thin, dark-skinned. You see two kids already at the table.
Hi!
You see that's odd.
Yeah.
You smell something that
it
you
vomit?
haven't. No,
What? Is it their
It's-
cooking?
it is.
Okay.
Wait, you telling me you can put salt and pepper on the chicken?
Oh, you guys are ruining your food by putting seasoning on it.
It's just boiled.
Yeah, where are all the raisins? Are you guys putting the raisins in this thing or what?
But
Where
you,
do you keep
you
your
smell a
salad
spice
raisins?
that you've never smelled before. And
Salt.
she says,
When we were outside, did we notice any like flower beds or like garden or anything like that?
sure.
Okay.
Oh, what I think he's asking is, did we recognize any of the flowers in the flower bed as the ones coming out of the
no.
corpses?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So, there's something cooking in a pot on the stove, and they say, we came in a caravan with one or two other people, and the incidents have happened in the houses all around us. But since we were unaffected, they assumed that we were the cause.
You were
I
in a
walk-
caravan with the other people that went cuckoo crazy on each other and
No, with one other person with carrying a large box of what sounded like glass jaws.
What are they? Where are
We
they
both
at?
came
Oh!
here at the same time to come to Central East Village to settle down.
This other one's from Mwangi too?
Yeah, who's that guy?
No, I do not know where he's from.
Where did you
Is he a white devil?
I wanna go into the kitchen and like I push a chair up to the pot that's cooking, and I get up there and I want to like dip a spoon in. I'm like,
May I?
He says, at your own risk.
and I want
I take a
taste
whiff
it.
of it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is macaroni in a pot. This is wet ass pussy.
It tastes different, but it tastes good.
Listen here, Mr.
Some
Jaboli.
exotic spices that you've
I'm
never
in your family.
smelled before.
Well, I'm thinking maybe this is my far off thinking. Maybe it's something this spice that we're not familiar with has protected them from whatever is going on. That's my guess.
Give yourself another hero point.
Whoa! Tommy Simbazo with the hero points this episode.
full
Very
up.
nice. Now listen here. You and the Jaboli family seem like nice people. You and your family, I think, are being wrongly accused. I think it would do you very well to tell us everything you know about this mysterious other traveling companion that was in your caravan. You say he had a container full of rattling glass jars?
That is what it sounded like. And he points out the window, and you see that the house is like a few houses down. He's like, it is that house down there.
Could I have some of your spices that you put in this? It was quite delicious.
It's Larry salt.
He says, absolutely. There's enough for everyone if you would like it.
Yeah, I'll take some. I would love some.
I can throw it up in any of these children's mouths.
Oh, that's right. You're a bird.
Yes, a bird.
You think you could think you'd let us borrow the recipe for this in case we wanted to make some more for later?
Sure, it's pretty simple. Getting the spice is more difficult than making it.
Sure.
You got any spare spice around?
We're all out, unfortunately. I used the last bit to make this batch, but if you would like some of this to
Yeah,
tide
I'll
you
take a
over,
little
you
bit.
can.
Here, I'll hold it here in my front pocket, and I try to pour some right in. Starts seeping out.
Do you have any jars, or do I gotta eat it out of his fanny pack?
They have like
Child,
wooden
I can
bowls.
throw it up.
All right, listen here, Jaboli family. Jabolis of Mwangi. I say to you, you keep that spicy
Lifestyle.
stew simmering on your stove for as long as it'll last. I think it's not only good, but good for you.
What?
the
What's
meantime-
the name of the spice, though? Does it have a name like Bajunga? Where are you from?
Whoa! We need to talk about cultural sensitivity.
I'm just saying.
Just making it up.
I'd like to take a cup, like
Dorian,
5 of my
you're muted.
bolts, and just dip it right into the special sauce here. So I want to dip them for later.
I think
yeah,
you
you
just
gotta
ruined
exit,
their food.
come back in, Dorian, and then we'll finish it up. We've hit our time.
Yeah, it seems like a good place to
Riverside
take a break.
is crumbling.
Can you hear me now?
Listeners, the new adventuring crew of Season 7 has met each other. They've been given their first assignment, a test of their investigative powers, and it seems like they're on their way to solving their first mystery. They've met the Jabronis of Mwangi and determined that there's nothing to fear from this family, but there may be something of concern just a few houses over in the form of a mysterious traveling companion and his rattling container of glass jars. Will we encounter this next character next episode? I'm guessing the answer is who knows? But we'll find out next time on the next exciting episode of Laughfinder.
Oh man, we had a good old time there. Now next week, let's see. Well, Wednesday is my birthday, so I'll be at the
Happy
Ren Fair
birthday.
on Saturday. Might be having a tiny little cookout thing Sunday if you guys want to stop by. That's cool. That's an invitation, by the way. It's not like, well, he didn't say I wouldn't invite. So, but guys, that's basically it. I don't know. I mean, this is going to come out. We still got 6 episodes from the other season before I can put this out. So, and then next week, Eric, you're off, right? You're at Disney, right?
I'm in next week. I'll be hanging out, looking at Star Wars shit, hanging with my kids, going on the Avatar ride as many times as possible. It's very exciting. So
That's the worst part
wish me
about
luck.
Disney being so far away is that you can't take drugs from your homeland and take it
What?
there.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can try.
What drugs? Because I got news for you, man. You can fly with a lot of drugs.
Oh, say more.
You know
Ben
what? All I
Hancock
want to get. I'm
of
just there to
Maryland?
get high on the love of my family. That's it.
Got a friend of mine
Yeah.
who would travel with not only weed, but also a bowl to smoke that weed with.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
CCSA.
I have a friend who just found a little bag of mushrooms in her medicine bag, and she's been flying and everything. Oh, not her medicine, makeup kit. The little bag of shrooms in her makeup kit, and like these are shrooms that someone had given her like ages ago. So
Damn.
they're very lax.
She's just been traveling around the world on airplanes with it.
Yep.
Nice.
And that girl is Josie Marcelino. Get her, cops.
Hey.
Get her.
Go, go, go.
How was Josie's
of
guest
concept.
sets, Eric?
She did fine. She did. Everybody had a fine job. Did a fine job at the
Think
Big
she
J
banged
show.
Big J Okerson?
I don't think so.
Do you think
Okay.
Matt did?
Matt definitely did. He sucked him to completion in between shows each night for sure.
All right.
Oh,
And I
nice.
watched and videotaped and jerked off.
Hell yeah.
Eric, what do you got coming up?
Really not a whole lot for the rest of this month, I don't believe. Everything's coming up in October, where the Halloween Whodunit 2 is coming at you soon. So come out and check that shit out. We got shows in Magoobies and DC Improv and I think Ram's Head. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So come on out to see that shit. I'll have dates up soon.
And
but,
then we
you
have
know, we got a whole
October
month
8th.
away.
You and I are at Winchester, Virginia at the Bright
Yeah,
Box Theater.
the Bright Box Theater, you and me, fucking bing, bada bing, bada boom. So
That's gonna be good.
I sent out some feelers to some folks that came out to the Bright Box show where I sang the abortion song and
Nice, yeah.
that never
Santa?
wanted to talk to me again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see if I can convince them that I won't do that again.
All right. And Brian, what do you got coming up?
Well, I'm gonna go to the Renaissance Festival. Sorry, I ain't got shit really coming up. So yeah,
Maybe we'll
get
see
me at the
another-
Renaissance Festival.
Another lady couple go down on each other.
Yeah, maybe we'll probably see something else horrifying at the Renaissance.
Or some guy
Festival.
get hauled away because he
Yeah, maybe we'll see people
drugs.
ODing, big ladies just going down on each other. Just whatever. You know what? It's every time we go to the Renaissance Festival. We'll be at the Dragon Inn. Society's gonna break down. That's really it.
Okay. All right.
Working on some stuff.
Ashley, what do you got coming up?
Have a show on Thursday at McGinty's Pub in Silver Spring.
Nice. That's a good show.
And then I'll be working with Megan at the, I think it's like the Black Box Theater in Silver Spring with Megan for her show, The Spend the Night, with Violet.
Yeah, Violet's going to be there.
Nice.
Awesome. Aaron, what do you got coming up?
I'm going to be returning to my cryogenic container until the next exciting episode of Laughfinder.
Okay. Your kids are going to miss their dad.
This is more important.
Yeah. Nah, this is the highlight of my week. Seeing your smiling faces and sharing a laugh with you
This
and the
is the
Moonberries.
last time you're going to see me with hair on my head. I'm seriously
Tommy,
shaving my hair.
it's not a 4-month. It's a year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I
I feel
can't
like you
do
could
it
take it
anymore.
further.
I'm tapping out. I'll keep the beard, but this hair's got to go, man. It's not going to get better. It's just going to get bigger.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're heading in like Doug Henning direction with your hair.
You're gonna
The
go by
old
Simba-
70s magician.
Yeah.
Change your whole act, and now you're Simbazo right.
Ben, what do you got coming up?
Nothing, just working. Oh, I'm getting a new tattoo soon, so I got that.
Oh,
coming
fuck
up.
yeah. What's it going to be?
It's gonna be geometric shapes, and there's gonna be some space coming out of it, and it's gonna be right here.
Oh, that's
Well,
weird because
okay.
I thought you were getting the age of consent in every state, like
No,
tattooed there.
that won't
I
fit.
thought that's-
That won't fit here. I have to
Just
get that
remember,
written.
Ben, you can't be the shitty tattoo guy on this podcast.
I know.
all right?
I know. I can
Taken.
come in second.
I'm going to get some shapes with space. Okay.
I can come in second, man.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing more about the tattoo reveals from Aaron. That's a bit we need to pick up
Yeah,
again.
no,
Bring
I-
that
Oh
up.
yeah,
Ben
there's
starts.
plenty left to see. So
It's
stay
an
tuned for that,
illustrated
listeners.
man.
If you needed a forward promote, there's one.
Aaron Hinkin, the illustrated man.
How about this? What if Dorian? What if we're in a situation where one of us completely gets dead and we have no hero points? We can get one more hero point if we agree to get a really shitty Aaron Hankin tattoo replica on us.
That's a good idea.
I would just die.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Okay, so I was thinking of introducing a new rule where, in addition to the hero point that the audience can give you,
Yeah?
you can draw upon another hero point, but I get one.
Oh.
Mm.
All right, well,
I
what do
don't
you
like
got
that.
coming up besides a total party kill?
Let's see. Ashley has already so graciously brought it up. Thank you, Ashley. And I believe I'm at the Comedy Loft on October 10th, but I have to verify that. Midnight Garden, where I just did the Goblin Show.
Yeah, how was that?
No.
That was awesome, and I highly recommend it. In fact, I need to recommend you guys for that show because I think you guys would crush that. It was fun. I did stand up as a goblin. I talked about how Lord of the Rings was our birth of a nation, and afterwards I got into a roast battle with like a fantasy Dark Lord. They had pre-recorded his roast jokes for me, and I had to roast him back to defeat him because he could only be roasted to death. He was immune to normal weapons,
Hell yeah.
and so it was fun.
That's pretty awesome that they have like the roast battle. Yeah, I like that. I like that concept. We'll check in more with that. All right, I want to say hi. I saw Alexander in chat. You guys are making chat so much fun. Alexander and Chuck. I saw Merle was in there. Nate, your buddy Nate Flansburgh.
Ah, yeah, Nate.
All right,
On
but
the West
as-
Coast. We'll have
as
a wrap
always,
for you by next episode.
Which I'm going to dinner on next Wednesday, so I'm not going to be here.
That's next Wednesday.
Yeah,
You mean this coming Wednesday?
this Wednesday coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go to dinner, we can't do game night. Oh, okay, but I'm not gonna. The chances are I'm not gonna. I know I'm not gonna be here. But
Okay.
anyway, whatever. Fuck it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us for what seems to be, what portends to be, a very exciting season coming up. And as always, may all your hits be critical. May your strike be tried and true. May all your fails be minimal, but nothing lower than a 2. We love you, and